and welcome.
Hello.
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 I almost wanted to do the hello and welcome to Movie Phone. But I think, is there even Movie Phone around anymore?
I don't know, man.
God, we should
Just
look into
website,
that.
And
We should
that's
look
it.
into that.
I don't think there's any website. I mean, phone.
But you're not at Movie Phone. You're actually at the Movie Schmovie podcast.
Hello.
This is episode 006.
006.
Yeah.
That's big. We're moving on.
We're moving on, man.
Progress.
We're actually alive still with this thing.
We are.
We are on episode 6. We're really excited for this episode. We're going to be talking about a lot of funny stuff today.
Absolutely.
But before we get into any of our featured stuff, we want to talk about just yet again ways to reach out to us. Hitting us up on our official site, which is movieschmovie.net. It's through Tumblr, so if you belong to Tumblr, you can follow us on there. Reblog our stuff, like our stuff, share our stuff. It's really cool to catch on that way.
Yep.
What else? We got Facebook.
Twitter.com/movieschmovie. We're now on Google+.
Okay.
We're trying to open up the market.
Yeah.
You bitches better follow us on every social network you possibly can.
Yeah.
Okay?
There's never too much.
Yeah.
Never too much when it comes to this social media stuff.
Never.
So, I mean, if there's a reason that you say you can't find us, I call bullshit. Because it's not true. You're fucking lying.
Shenanigans.
So, hit us up on one of those 8 million ways you can reach us.
Absolutely.
Again, if you want to send stuff in to us, the email address, we check it every day. We reply to it. Either myself or Ronald will kick you back a message.
Mm-hmm.
But we're going to get into our first section, which is the Mighty Minute Review. And we're going to give another shout out to our boy Bert down in Southern Maryland.
Hey,
Bert sent us a massive list of movies. So whenever we're, what movie should we do for the Mighty Minute? We're going to just start pulling them from Bert's list. We did Back to the Future a few episodes ago. And this week we're going to be talking about Bert's selection, which was Scott Pilgrim vs. the World.
Scott Pilgrim versus the
Take
World.
it, Ronald.
Okay, so Scott Pilgrim is based on a manga that came out in Japan.
I don't know what that means.
So it is a Japanese... no, it's not. It is. It's a comic book.
Comic book?
It's a comic book.
Okay.
So it's basically the story is that Scott Pilgrim is a kid chilling in the world. Very hip, loves video games, loves all sorts of things like that. And he kind of is having a hard time with the ladies.
Okay.
And he meets this amazing lady.
Ramona.
Ramona is the ex-boyfriend of a rock star.
Ex-girlfriend.
Ex-girlfriend. I don't know why
She is a female. She's not a guy.
She's not a guy. She's an ex-girlfriend of a rock star, and he meets her, and he's enamored. But the thing is, he must fight all of her ex-boyfriends in order to be with her.
The 7 evil exes.
7 evil exes.
Yeah, I mean, just to put it simply, I thought this movie was a fucking blast.
It was.
I don't know anything about manga or whatever that is, or any of the graphic novels that this movie was based on. I just know that the cast is a lot of fun. Edgar Wright, who directed the film, you may know from some of the stuff with like Simon Pegg and Nick Frost, like Hot Fuzz or Shaun of the Dead, or any of that stuff, which are all hilarious in their own right. But in the film you have Michael Cera, Mary Elizabeth Winstead plays Ramona, and some of the supporting actors you have like Jason Schwartzman, Kieran Culkin, Mark Webber's in it, Chris Evans is in it as one of the evil exes. Just a really fun movie. It's so poppy that
it's super poppy.
It's super poppy. It almost feels like you have the video game editing at times and a lot of throwback stuff to some classic gaming.
Yeah. The cool part about it is almost page for page exactly like the comic book. Okay. I'm sorry, I meant to say I said it was a manga. It actually is a American comic book, which is funny that I said that because it's actually very similar style wise to mangas, Japanese comic books. And that's actually why I said it. It reminds me of one. But yeah, very amazing. And it's very accurate in terms of the translation. And just to give you an idea, that's exactly how the comic book is. A lot of references to Nintendo, a lot of references to video games and pop culture and hipster stuff.
Yeah, I know the movie was a huge film for the studio when it came out. I know they promoted the absolute fuck out of it for Universal when they released it, but it didn't really make a lot of money in the box office and theaters. It did, however, do really well on DVD and Blu-ray.
I figured
so if you haven't checked it out yet and didn't see it while it was in theaters, it's definitely out there for you to rent or buy or find online. But a lot of fun. I've seen it probably 3 or 4 times just because it's literally just a fun movie to watch.
Very, very fun.
So if you haven't seen it, I'd recommend checking it out.
Any movie with a Culkin, I'll go see.
Any Culkin?
Any Culkin.
Take your pick.
Any Culkin.
You're fine with them all.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, we'll have to test that out someday.
Okay.
But thanks for the suggestion, Bert. And like I said, you are our go-to guy whenever we need a movie to review.
Thanks, Bert.
So, if you have more, Bert, this is a shout-out to you. Send some more movies in. But to move on to what this week's featured review is going to be, we're going to be talking about the new Seth Gordon comedy, Horrible Bosses.
Horrible Bosses.
Just tell me when I cross the line.
There we go. That one's probably illegal.
3 hours late. I was at your father's funeral.
I own you, you stupid little runt.
Thank you. I'm gonna be your murder consultant.
Word. You're gonna be our lookout.
I'm gonna honk the horn 6 times.
Something much more subtle.
4 honks? Can you honk once?
People honk once all the time. You're gonna be running in and out of the house.
I know it's you.
Horrible Bosses, rated R, starts July 8th.
All right, first off, I'd like to point out how I really appreciate how when I say the movie's title before we go to the clip, you always echo me.
It's for dramatic.
It's awesome.
Yeah.
We don't have to use the effect in the recording software. We actually have it filmed in recorded in real time.
Yep.
It's nice. I just wanted to thank you for that.
I like to do that.
Yeah, you're a good man. You're a good man. But yeah, so on Horrible Bosses, like I said, this is the new film from Seth Gordon. Kind of a newer name on the market. I mean, he's been around for a little bit. He's had some success with some films, with documentaries he's done, but most people probably know him from his debut film, which was The King of Kong, Fistful of Quarters, which I don't know if you saw that or not.
Yes, I did.
Awesome documentary.
Yeah.
Like, seriously, I think it was probably on my top 10 list that the year that it came out. But, he's done some stuff here and there with, like, filming some sitcoms like Modern Family, Community, The Office, Parks and Rec, which actually all 4 or 5 of them are in my favorites of TV shows on air right now. But so I've been really excited for him, to kind of get into more featured films. He had a horrible movie come out a little while ago, Four Christmases, I think it was called.
You didn't like Four Christmases?
Dude, nah, man. I thought that was horrible. I mean, I like Vince Vaughn. I love Reese Witherspoon. Came out a couple years ago. I thought it was pretty bad.
It was okay.
So I've been waiting for this movie for a while just to kind of see that his second chance. Maybe he would kind of, I don't know, pick up the slack where I felt that like Four Christmases lacked. And then when I read who was in this movie, like before any trailers or anything came out, I couldn't have been more excited.
Yeah.
The premise itself is pretty straightforward. I mean, these 3 best friends, played by Jason Bateman, Jason Sudeikis, and Charlie Day, basically buddies who all work for people that they absolutely fucking hate, and they all decide through the suggestion of a character played by Jamie Foxx that it would make sense to kill each other's bosses to eliminate that element of hate from their lives.
I guess so.
That's the plot of the movie, straightforward. You need to know nothing else than that, and you can see that in any trailer that you watch online or on TV for it. The movie's in theaters now. We checked it out, and I think that the 3 leading men, the casting, I think it's pretty spot on.
Oh yeah.
All 3 of them are pretty funny guys. Jason Bateman, he's been around forever. He's kind of got a second chance when Arrested Development was so successful on TV.
Absolutely.
I think this is more of a chance for him to play not so much the straight guys he normally plays in movies that he's been in recent past, like Extract and The Switch, and he's got another movie coming out this summer called The Change Up with Ryan Reynolds. But he kind of is true to form like Jason Bateman is in most films, but there are a couple parts in the movie where he kind of like gets out of his comfort zone a little bit.
Oh yeah, definitely.
You see a little different element of Jason Bateman than you've seen before.
Definitely.
And then Jason Sudeikis.
Of SNL fame. All right, so I'm going to be honest with you. He's kind of hot and cold with me a lot of the times.
Okay.
One thing that he really doesn't show in film is kind of his impressions and his voices and stuff that he does on SNL. He's very dynamic.
Sure.
And sometimes that doesn't come out in his films the way I think that it should. But I feel like in this movie, it kind of did. It did. It came out. The dynamic between the 3 of them was really, really funny. Jason Bateman being the straight man. Pretty much Jason Sudeikis being the man whore.
Yeah, he's like a Lothario. He's kind of just like loves women, kind of like very confident in himself.
Absolutely.
You know, you can tell that he's somebody like looks at himself when he combs his hair in the mirror.
Lots of vagina
that kind
jokes.
Of guy. A lot of fun vagina jokes.
Lots of fun vagina.
It's always fun when you can think about a vagina and laugh.
Absolutely.
Intentionally, you know,
and not cry.
If you're looking at it and you're laughing and you're crying, that's not a good thing.
Not good.
But in this situation, it's meant to laugh.
It works. It works.
But. You know, so Jason Sudeikis, I mean, I've seen him in a couple films. Like, he was in that movie a little while ago with Owen Wilson, Hall Pass. Didn't really like that movie a whole lot.
You didn't like Hall Pass?
I thought it was fun. I thought it, like, really had some problems with it, but I thought Jason Sudeikis was probably one of my favorite parts of that movie.
I really liked that movie.
Did you? Right on. Well, you know, Ronald liked Hall Pass. You might want to check it out.
Hall Pass.
Hall Pass. Now, what do I think of that or the movie? The movie I wasn't a fan of.
The concept was really far-fetched.
Yeah.
So it made it harder to watch.
Yeah, that's kind of was my problem. But I mean, like, he did a lot of fun stuff in that movie. Most of the parts that I even remember from that movie involve him in it, so that's kind of why I was happy when I saw his involvement with this. And I mean, I've seen him on TV, like, doing random stuff, like hosting the MTV Movie Awards or whatever the hell that was.
Oh, yeah.
He's got, like, a nice, like, charisma. Like, I just like how he talks a lot. Like, some of his impressions, like you said, are impersonations, like you mentioned, like, are really fun. But
yeah, White Bernie Mac is my favorite.
White Bernie Mac is ridiculously funny. But I mean, you see him pop up every here and now, like, just in random pieces. Like, I know he's been on, like, 30 Rock, and I think he's been on, like, Eastbound and Down, or it's going to be on Eastbound and Down.
That's a big announcement, man. I can't wait for that.
So, you know, he's getting more in the mainstream, so I mean, I was excited to see him, like, in, like, a co-lead role like this.
Oh my God. All right, what do you guys want to do? What's the plan?
Let's look through this window right here.
No. No, let's ring the bell. If we hear any movement inside, we'll know he's here.
Look through the window.
No, it's not a bad idea.
Right here.
Dude, the chances are he's not even home.
Hey.
I haven't seen any activity in this house.
What are you doing? You're not gonna ring the doorbell? Dale.
I didn't make it in.
And then, I mean, the main of the three, like, my homie and yours as well.
Hilarious.
Charlie Day. I love him and everything he's ever done. I mean, like, he kind of plays a similar character in most things he does, which may hurt him if he's ever trying to do anything else, but if you just embrace how fucking funny you are and just go with it, then just go with it.
No, let me ask you a question. Do you think he's going to get Jack Black syndrome?
Well, you mean like being Kung Fu Panda 1, 2 and Gulliver's Travels, or?
I love Kung Fu Panda, very good movies. Gulliver's Travels, not so much. I am afraid that Charlie Day is going to find this niche. It's a safe niche for a while, where you're really hilarious doing this kind of frantic, spouting out random things, and then I don't know what's going to happen in the long run. I get afraid for people like that, because I think that Charlie Day is hilarious. I think that It's Always Sunny in Philadelphia, hilarious. And when you give him enough space in the chaos that is this movie, because the premise is so... You know what I really liked about this movie? I was going to say this. The fact that it's such a really rough subject, like murdering someone is a really weird subject.
Yeah.
But the fact that this is handled very lightly, the whole movie, and it's acceptable, you're kind of like, yeah, this would be pretty funny if they killed their bosses.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? It becomes...
You just have to commit to it. Like, you have to just suspend any kind of belief in any reality and, like, okay, let's go ahead and kill each other's bosses.
Yeah.
I don't know, like, I guess you make a good point about Jack Black syndrome or whatever. Me personally, though, like, I find him really funny like that. I mean, I know that's, like, kind of...
I do, too.
I guess preemptive to say that I would always find him funny like that. Maybe not to see other stuff that he may be able to do, but... You know, the weird thing is that, like, a lot of these guys that are comedians, like, that's what they want to do. Like, that's what they're best at. So, like, I'm almost, like... As long as you find, like, kind of fun ways to spin it, or, like, different films, like, subject matter-wise or premise-wise, to put it inside of, as long as it's not the only thing that makes you laugh, I feel like it's okay. You know?
I don't want him to be Ken Jeong. I guess that's what I'm...
Yeah, Ken Jeong syndrome. That's probably more effective. That's probably where you should have went with it.
Ken Jeong syndrome.
Yeah, like, I hope that doesn't happen to him for sure. I mean... you know, I think, like, Going the Distance was the only other film he's really been in, and, like, you know, It's Always Sunny in Philadelphia, which is, you know, probably one of my favorite TV shows on air right now. I can't wait till it comes back on air. I just think Charlie Day has a really kind of like, you're right, that frantic, like his hair's always messed up and his voice is almost so high pitched that he doesn't actually have to get excited to sound excited. Like he just talks, and like he's so spastic with his body, like he just has that comedy just like coming out of him. And it's like, and what he does with his eyes and his face, like the little tics he has on his face.
Oh
like,
yeah,
a couple scenes in the movie, like with when he gets the whole cocaine scene, like when he drops
the cocaine scene is hilarious.
When he drops the whole thing of cocaine that Colin Farrell's character has, and then every scene following that for that evening, like he's just so like wired and he's just so high. It's just him being normally like that, but then him playing somebody on cocaine, it makes it even funnier.
It's super funny. The part where after he has cocaine and they like lock him out of the car and then he gets really angry and starts kicking the car, frantically. It's gold.
I think most of the, I don't know, like a lot of the funny parts in the movie, I think go to him. I feel like the audience that I saw with a lot of the comedy was a lot of scenes that he was either anchored in or one of the active participants in. I don't feel like a whole lot of really good scenes were given to Jason Bateman. like again, he kind of sort of plays that straight guy. There was a couple scenes where he kind of acted out, like the whole like racing a Prius, like drag racing a Prius or whatever it was. But not a lot of physical comedy with it, But Jason Sudeikis, there were some fun ones that he had, like you said, some vagina jokes and.
Oh yeah.
The whole bend her over a barrel and tell her about the 50 states thing.
That part was funny.
That's kind of fun. Like little things
really
like that are fun. But Charlie Day, I feel like definitely was given a lot of the more situational comedy and a lot of the lines and scenes that you kind of remember right now talking about the movie and that you hear most people referencing. I feel like he does have a lot of them. I mean, and then beyond the main actors, a lot of the comedy that people are talking about after the movie are, the comedy actually coming out of the three supporting actors that play these so-called horrible bosses.
All right, let's see if this thing's working. Oh!
Oh my God!
Oh, I'm sorry. I'm a squirter, Dale. Oh, you know what? I think I can make out our little friend right there.
Stop it.
Ooh, Shabbat Shalom. Somebody's circumcised.
Okay. Listen, can we stop doing this thing here?
Why? Because you have a girlfriend.
Well, she's not just my girlfriend anymore. We're engaged now.
What?
We're engaged.
Shut up.
That's a lot of gas.
So one of the bosses is Jason Bateman's boss, played by Kevin Spacey. He's an asshole.
Point blank.
He's the worst. He is a boss of a corporation. And he's basically opening up this job for this
I think it's senior VP of sales.
Senior VP of sales.
Yeah.
And Jason Bateman is pretty sure he's a shoo-in for this job. So he's waiting, anticipating, and then nothing happens. Kevin Spacey sets him up by getting him to drink scotch 8 o'clock in the morning, and then appointing himself that position. Kevin Spacey takes the position he has now, and then the other one, the senior VP, emerges.
He gives himself the promotion.
What
an asshole.
Knocks down the wall that's the office that he would have Jason Bateman in, and then merges them. And then when Jason Bateman brings it up, he basically threatens to ruin his life if he leaves the company. So
yeah, I mean,
he's
probably the worst of the three. And like the clip we just aired with Jennifer Aniston, I think that's probably one of the more shocking.
Oh yeah,
one of the more shocking bosses, not only because of how much she sexually harasses Charlie Day's character,
yes.
but just seeing Jennifer Aniston say that she's a squirter, talking about Charlie Day's cock, like it's fun to watch her talk like that. She looks amazing.
She does, and she's talking like that the entire movie. It's not like this is like a disheveled, ugly woman that's saying this. She looks like a model. Ridiculous. You see her in bra and panties.
She's so hot that Jason Sudeikis' character actually has sex with her.
Yeah.
He is tasked with actually killing Charlie Day's boss, and instead of killing her, he has sex with her. and thinks that he has, quote, fucked the crazy out of her.
Yeah.
And I don't, and soon you find out that that's not the case, but she's that hot that even Jason Sudeikis, who is this man whore in the film, he falls prey to her, you know, her
feminine
sexiness.
Wilds.
But she is hilarious in the movie. And then the last is, you know, Colin Farrell, who, I don't know, I don't really think I've ever seen him in like a comedic role before.
No.
But he's actually pretty fun.
Yeah, the only thing close to that was maybe the dark comedy In Bruges.
Oh, I love In Bruges.
That was a really good movie.
Yeah.
Dark comedy. He was kind of played the funny man in that movie. But not like this. Not like this. He's kind of over the top, balding, sort of cokehead.
With a gut.
With a gut. And
nunchucks in his house.
He has a green belt.
A green belt.
A green belt. I don't even know where that ranks. But
green belt. I don't know,
he's
man.
ridiculous. His character basically is a cocaine obsessed, prostitute buying dude that basically wants to take over this company. And his father is played by Donald Sutherland. And
who is actually a nice guy. He's actually a really nice boss.
He's a really nice boss.
He's the in the beginning of the movie when you're introduced to all the bosses, like Jason Sudeikis' boss is Donald Sutherland. He's the one of the three friends who actually has a boss that he truly loves.
Yeah.
Like he's almost like a father figure to him. And Donald Sutherland dies like in the first minute of the movie. So then you're like, oh fuck, one out of the three actually didn't have a good boss.
Oh yeah.
They all have horrible bosses. So Colin Farrell plays his son. So he inherits the business, and from there he just, you know,
he
plans
ruins
on
it.
destroying it.
His idea is to basically liquidize it and snort it.
Liquidize it and snort it.
He's gonna liquidate the whole company, pretty much ruin what's going on, the relationships they've established, take the money and spend it on whores and coke. And he actually almost says that verbatim during the
Whores and coke.
Whores and coke.
What a combo.
Yeah. So it's weird because like there's a bunch of scenes where like he's dealing with prostitutes. There's even one where he's getting a massage from a transsexual. So they conspire to kill their bosses, and they go to a black neighborhood and find Motherfucker Jones.
Motherfucker
Jones.
Motherfucker. On the birth certificate, right?
On the birth certificate, played by Jamie Foxx.
Which you loved.
I fucking hate it. All right, so one big flaw in this movie is this idea of going to a bad black neighborhood, finding somebody that'll help them kill someone. It's just not funny. That part is not funny at all. I don't think Jamie Foxx is funny in it.
So if you wanted to kill someone, where would you go?
I don't know.
I'd go online.
I'd go online too.
Which they actually do in the movie.
Yeah.
and they actually end up hiring is his name Ian Griffard, who played who was he in a Fantastic Four movie? What is his actual
Wasn't
character?
he was the doc?
He was the stretch guy.
The stretch guy.
What is his actual name though?
Oh God, I cannot. Fantastic Four. He was
Mr. Fantastic, right?
Mr. Fantastic.
Yeah. So they hire him first, thinking that he's a hitman, and he's actually just a guy that provides golden showers to other men. That's a pretty fun scene. But then they go to the city. Then they go to the ghetto in the dark alley to find themselves a real hitman and Jamie Foxx.
Yeah. So that's the cool, I guess the funny part about that is you realize during the course of this movie, after they hire Motherfucker Jones, that he clearly has no experience in anything with homicide or anything like that, or hits or anything like that. He has just kind of taught them a lesson not to just pick out a random person that looks mean, black person that looks mean, and hire them to help them kill someone. So he convinces them, after taking $5,000 from each one of their purses, he convinces them to kill each other's bosses so that it doesn't raise any suspicion.
Yeah, there's no motive.
There's no motive. Yeah. So the chaos begins from there.
Yeah, I don't know. I feel like his character is just kind of...
He was terrible.
Yeah, he was pretty bad. No, I agree. I'm not going to argue that he was not terrible. It's just like that was the spark to the whole we're going to kill each other's bosses. Like these three pretty smart men couldn't just think of that. They had to go into the ghetto or into the city and have this hardened criminal tell them that. Yeah. I feel like I would just completely had X'd out that character. Like,
he was terrible.
It was just like another reason to put like another named star in the movie, which really fucking bothers me. I know we talked about it a few times on the podcast, but I just don't understand with movies like big budget films like this, which this isn't like a huge budget movie, but like with actual actors, you're talking like probably $40 million budget.
Mm-hmm.
Why do you need to have another big star in it to play a character that's on the screen for literally probably a combination of like 3 minutes?
Yeah.
To be that like hardened criminal. Why does that element even have to be in the movie?
I think it's to kind of contribute to the internet culture that we live in. It's kind of like it's that surprise. It's like, oh, by the way, fucking Jamie Foxx.
Oh, Jamie Foxx is in this movie too, but he's completely wasted.
Oh yeah, it's
a
terrible.
waste of a name, a waste of a budget, waste of a character, waste of time. I don't know. I just feel like the writers who, by the way, one of the writers of the film, I was telling Ronald before we recorded, John Francis Daley, who was in the film as one of Jason Bateman's co-workers. You may recognize him. He was in Freaks and Geeks.
Freaks and Geeks, really good
he's
actor.
on that whole crew of people that was the under the arm or under the wing of Judd Apatow. He actually was the lead on Freaks and Geeks. Been in a bunch of random stuff since then, but this is, he's a co-writer for the script of this. Maybe I should be asking him this question. I don't know. Many movies have it. I'm just not that I'm a screenwriter or know how to make a fucking movie, but it's just I watch so many movies these days where I see all these big name actors in it, and I see them with their names on the poster, and they're all over the trailer. And I feel like you're just trying to cater to a demographic to say, oh, who out there would want to see this movie if we put Jamie Foxx in it?
Yeah, 15 minutes total he was probably in the movie.
If that.
Hour out of an hour and a half movie doesn't warrant you being on the cover of the fucking poster.
Right.
I'm serious, man. I was irritated as hell.
I mean, I'm just excuse me for saying this, but I'm just are you trying to get black people to come see the movie?
I think so. And seriously, I think that's what they do. I think
and I'm not wrong with saying that, right?
No,
that's ridiculous, isn't it?
And people that just like that dude in general, they try to reel all the demographics, and they're like, oh, let's get the It's Always Sunny people, which is cool because he's hilarious. SNL people, Jason Bateman, people love Arrested Development. That kind of reels in the audience, and then you get Jamie fucking terrible ass Foxx, who was terrible. He was so bad in this movie. It was painful to watch him in this movie. So this draws me to this conclusion that funny people don't make a good movie.
Funny people don't make a good movie?
No, it doesn't necessarily equal
Does a good movie make people funny?
Yeah, I think that's a possibility that a good scene...
Expand on that for me, though.
So, there's scenes I don't think that Jason Bateman is necessarily a funny person.
Okay.
But through Arrested Development and the people around him, the body of work that he kind of follows, he's around a lot of very funny people. It makes him kind of funny.
Just by association.
Yeah. The scene where they're trying to hire the person... That basically pisses on them. Basically.
Right.
You remember the scene where Charlie Day is playing with the door, and Jason Bateman's on the other side. He's like, "Let me in, let me in," and Jason Bateman basically starts slapping Charlie Day's character.
Yeah,
that was hilarious.
Yes,
I feel like that never would have been that funny if it wasn't for Charlie Day. Charlie Day upped the ante for most of the actors and made them look a lot better than they could have.
That's actually a really good point, because then you think of it you just said, Arrested Development, being in a show. With David Cross and, Will Arnett, those real, kind of zany characters, those characters probably elevated by association. I think, guys like Charlie Day especially, but even Jason Sudeikis, in some of his body of work, they're both on that level of, you could probably be in a scene with them and not be funny at all, but because you're in that scene with them and they're so funny... Yeah. You just are funny by association. That's a good point, man.
It's one of those things. So I think in general, I didn't really like the bulk of the movie, but I did love Charlie Day. I did love the dynamic of the friends. The parts that focus on them plotting and them sneaking into people's houses and the party that they went to at the end. I thought that stuff was really funny, but the movie in general...
You're not a fan.
Painful.
See, I like the movie. I mean, I think that I'm probably more on board with, I think overall, critics for the most part have been giving it really good reviews.
Yeah, they have.
I think it has a 74 or 75% rating on Rotten Tomatoes. Which is, I mean, that's really high for an R-rated comedy.
That's really...
I think it's actually, some people are saying that it's as funny as Bridesmaids for the year.
Get the fuck...
I don't know. You can take away from it what you will. I definitely liked the movie. I had really high expectations for it. Going into the theater based off of what I've been saying this whole podcast of how much I truly do like everyone that's involved with the movie. Even the smaller roles like Julie Benz from... I'm not Julie Benz. Is that Julie Benz from Modern Family? who plays Kevin Spacey's wife.
Oh, yeah, is that her?
Is that her name? I don't know. Whoever plays the
no, Julie Benz. I feel like Julie Benz is the lady from
Julie
Dexter.
Bowen.
Yeah.
Julie Bowen. I'm sorry.
Yeah, Julie Benz.
Julie Bowen is even in it as a small role as Kevin Spacey's wife. I mean, just like all these like random pieces in there. I just had some fun with it. I just think that my expectation was a little too high. I feel like I wasn't completely satisfied with it because of what I was hoping for. Like, literally hoping for a movie just to make me laugh my ass off, because I really haven't found that movie this year. I feel like Bridesmaids was probably the closest one.
Oh, yeah, definitely.
I feel like Bad Teacher, Hangover 2. There's a couple more comedies coming out this year, like The Change Up and 30 Minutes or Less coming out in August, that may prove to be, delivering on that expectation.
I feel like, speaking of, I don't think that Jason Bateman will be strong enough to make that movie funny, and I don't think that Ryan Reynolds can carry that whole movie
by himself.
I
love Ryan Reynolds, so I don't know.
Too.
We'll see. I mean, that's from the guy that made Wedding Crashers, and which is a lot of people's like favorite comedy of the past 10 years. So, not that he can automatically replicate that success, but maybe it's like, I think that movie's like the writers of The Hangover and the director of The Wedding Crashers, if I remember the trailer correctly, which I've seen 100 times. But I don't know. I think my point is just that like I've been really looking for that knockout comedy this year,
yeah, definitely.
and I was hoping this would be it just because of how many people are in this movie that I truly really really like and or love. It didn't get me all the way to the point. I think it got me pretty far along. I loved Charlie Day. I mean, I know some people can't take it like how he's like that all the time, and and everything he's in, he kind of acts the same. I personally like that. I laugh my ass off at every single thing he does. Like, even something dumb enough like where they're going to the grocery store to buy all the stuff that they're killing people with. Kevin Spacey's character has a peanut allergy, so instead of buying one can of peanuts, he buys 20 because they're on sale.
Yeah.
He's like, 3 for 10. He's like, how can anybody pass that sale up?
Yeah.
Like, the stupid stuff that he does, I just find it funny because I just imagine just his mindset. Like, he just cracks me up. Like, I have a soft spot for him. I feel like anything he is in, I would give it the benefit of the doubt, even if it was a shitty movie. Like you're saying, like
it's a shitty movie. I feel like
I don't think it's a shitty movie. I'm just saying if he is in a shitty movie, I would still give that movie the benefit of the doubt.
Yeah,
just because of him,
definitely.
Because I think he is ridiculously funny. I think the movie has its faults, like you said. You have to kind of just suspend any kind of belief in the movie, and you're not really. I'd almost don't expect that though. Like if you go into the movie having any sort of notion of reality, like you're a fucking idiot. It's called Horrible Bosses. It's about killing people. Like it's a comedy. Like don't think of it as this is not realistic. Blah, blah, blah. Yeah. Take it for face value. It's what it is. It's a comedy. It's an hour and 50 minutes of release, and just hopefully you go in and laugh your ass off and detach from your reality, which you probably have a horrible boss that you wish you could fucking kill. But you know what? You can't. You can watch them try to kill theirs.
Absolutely.
People have the problems with it. I know you didn't like it as much or at all. But I liked it. I think if you like our comedies, if you like any of the main actors in it, or even the ones that play the bosses, it's probably worth it just to go and check them out, even for those reasons.
You'll enjoy the friendship. You'll enjoy the friendship and the activities surrounding trying to kill their bosses. There are some really, really funny scenes. Jennifer Aniston, good supporting cast. Kevin Spacey, I don't know how I felt about him.
I'm not a big fan of Kevin Spacey. We talked about this the other day. I like Kevin Spacey, some of his older work. In recent past, I haven't really been a fan of much that he's done at all.
Superman, he fucking was terrible.
He just kind of makes me uncomfortable watching him now. I just feel like he... Is it weird to say that I almost feel like he's a robot?
He dials it in. I mean, really.
Yeah, I feel like somebody has a remote control and is just, controlling him.
Yeah.
And it has, a switch. It's play it down, play it high. Play it down, play it high. Because there's no in-between with him. There's scenes where he's just, being an asshole to Jason Bateman, and that's the low, the low dial. And there's scenes where he's just, threatening Jason Bateman. He's shooting people with a gun. That's, the dial it high. There's no in-between in this film, at least. And I'm not really a fan of his. I like Colin Farrell. I know a lot of people don't. I haven't really seen many movies that I didn't at least find him entertaining or intriguing in. He's not any kind of crazy, amazing actor.
Yeah.
But, I mean, I liked him in Tigerland, which is one of the first movies he ever put out that American audiences really got to see who he was. It's I think a Joel Schumacher war film. But, even movies In Bruges, like you mentioned, stupid action movies like SWAT, I thought he was
good in SWAT.
SWAT is fun, man. Jeremy Renner's in that too.
Yeah.
Fun movie.
Really
there was even an indie film that came out last year called Undine. It's about him catching a woman in the bay who may or may not be like a mermaid, and it's kind of got like this mystical mystery thing going on. Really good movie, and he's solid in it. Nobody saw it because it didn't even open hardly anywhere in the States. It's all on DVD now though, but I think he's fun. I think like doing a stupid comedy like this is kind of fun for him. I know he has like Fright Night coming out later this year, which I'm excited for because I love the original Fright Night from the 80s. But I think Jennifer Aniston she really takes the cake like with the whole horrible bosses. Like she's not the worst of the three because like she literally just wants to like rape Charlie Day.
What's the rape?
And she's hot as hell. And it's just like, how do you not say yes to that? But he's engaged and he wants to be a husband, and more power to him. But she's just fun to watch. She just goes all out, and it's a blast watching her do that.
Her in this movie and Just Go With It. I like Just Go With It a lot.
Yeah, me too.
Yeah,
surprisingly, I like that movie.
She is just a really good comedic actress.
I think she needs to keep going with it. Yeah,
she pulls it off really well. So
yeah, man. I mean, if you like R-rated comedies, I say give it a shot. Ronald didn't love it, but I don't know.
I didn't love it, but I definitely could see why somebody would think this was a great movie.
Okay.
Charlie Day is enough for most people.
Okay.
But I think what's happening is I've seen so many comedies this year that my palate has been kind of like, I'm not satisfied right now.
Okay.
I've been seeing a lot of like mediocre stuff, and I feel like this kind of fits in a line of mediocrity.
I can see where you're
terrible,
going with that.
though.
Okay,
It wasn't terrible.
Cool. So it's in theaters now. If you want to check it out, it's in theaters across the country. It was I don't think it was like number 2 last week at the box office. Still behind Transformers, but a pretty solid opening nonetheless, and I'm sure it'll probably hold on a little bit with positive word of mouth. So give it a check if you like R-rated comedies or any of the main or supporting casts in it. Moving on to our DVD quick picks this week.
Yep.
I'm going to actually start off this week, and I'm going to be talking about Going the Distance. Going the Distance is a romantic comedy. Justin Long, Drew Barrymore, Charlie Day's in it, as well as Jason Sudeikis.
Yes.
Who played Justin Long's best friends in the movie. The movie opened, to basically no success at all, and actually I didn't even see it in the theater. I actually saw it on DVD when it came out in 2010.
It was really limited release too, man. Like I remember it not being in any movie theaters.
Yeah, I don't know why or what, but I mean I know Warner Brothers released it, or New Line Cinema released it. It didn't get very wide distribution. I wanted to see it when I heard about it, but just didn't get to see it. And my girlfriend and I checked it out when it came out on DVD, and we actually both loved it. I feel like it's one of those sleeper comedies. Like it's rated R. It's got really hard R scenes in it, like with the language at times.
Oh, yeah.
And again, seeing Drew Barrymore talk the way she does in this movie, almost like we're talking about Jennifer Aniston in Horrible Bosses, I like seeing people do stuff that they don't normally do. Yeah. Like talk about Drew Barrymore giving Justin Long a blowjob or whatever that scene is.
Yeah, definitely.
It's fun because it makes them more real because people talk like that,
Yeah, definitely. I'm glad that dialogue is moving more towards the real sort of way of speaking to people. That's the way we speak to each other when we're just relaxing, and I don't know, I like that. I enjoy that. And that's what makes Going the Distance, among just it being a good storyline, what makes it such a good movie.
Yeah, and I mean, beyond the cast I mentioned, Christina Applegate's in it, Rod Livingston is in it, even for those Gossip Girl fans out there, Leighton Meester has a small role in it. But I mean, just a nice cast, it's a nice story, about, long distance relationships, whether they work, whether they do not, I don't know. I've never really been in one myself, but it's kind of fun to watch this movie, kind of see how that goes. I actually really like Justin Long, and I know that the chemistry between him and Drew Barrymore in this film is actually really good, and I know they started dating in real life while they were filming this movie.
Really?
While that may not have lasted in real life, the movie did, and I think they did a really good job together. A lot of really funny scenes in the movie that I find myself quoting randomly now, which I've really struggled for recently in finding comedies that I can remember lines from and actually throw into my day-to-day life, which is the mark of at least something that is memorable.
Absolutely.
But Going the Distance on DVD right now, again, Drew Barrymore, Justin Long, Charlie Day has a featured part in it as Justin Long's roommate, and still, again, plays Charlie Day, but a lot of really fucking funny scenes that he's in. So I'd recommend checking out Going the Distance on DVD right now.
Going the Distance. So the movie that I chose to do was The Sweetest Thing. The reason why I chose this movie is because it has 3 of my favorites: Cameron Diaz, Christina Applegate, and Selma Blair.
She's in Going Distance too.
Exactly.
Why not make it a Christina Applegate movie marathon.
Why don't we?
A doubleheader.
So it's basically about 3 friends kind of living and dating and trying to find Mr. Right. So it's about their experiences. It's one of the few movies I saw, especially during this time, that was kind of raw, raunchy, and more honest than most comedies that I had seen when it comes to relationships. Selma Blair kind of coming from Cruel Intentions, one of my favorite movies. Christine Applegate, Married with Children fame.
Sure.
She is pretty amazing. And Cameron Diaz, bad teacher. Wah, wah, wah.
Jason Bateman's in it too.
Wah, wah, wah. Yes,
Jason
absolutely.
Bateman's in it too.
Jason Bateman. These are some good connections.
You see, this is how it all happens. It all comes together.
It all comes together.
And we didn't even plan that out.
Exactly. And
That
Parker
just happened.
Posey. I love Parker Posey.
Oh yeah, she's a blast.
Yeah, I don't see her in enough. She's a very good comedic actress as well. So that movie's very, very solid.
Yeah, I give that the thumbs up too. Sweetest. If you get the DVD, get the unrated DVD. There's some fun like deleted scenes and gag reels in the movie that weren't released with the theatrical version. So, I mean, I would recommend if you're going to grab the DVD, try to find the unrated version because it's definitely a lot of DVDs that come out and have the unrated director's cut, whatever. Like they're absolutely the same movie.
Yeah.
But there's actually some scenes on this one that were not in the theatrical release, and also like deleted outtakes and gag reels and the special features. Some really, really funny stuff with like Cameron Diaz and Christina Applegate. Like those two are really, really funny together in this film. And the director of this film actually did Cruel Intentions. He directed Cruel Intentions, and he also did a film that came out a few years later called Just Friends, which is another comedy that I really love.
Just Friends, very funny.
So I mean,
Ryan
there's a lot of cool things that some things just work. So like actors, actors, directors, sometimes they have streaks of success.
Oh yeah.
So we've mentioned a couple movies in the quick picks, like our 2 featured ones being Going the Distance and The Sweetest Thing, but also Just Friends is another movie to think about if you like Sweetest Thing. The director did the same movie, so consider those all on DVD right now.
All on DVD.
All super funny movies that really have no doubt that you would at least enjoy.
Oh yeah, definitely.
At least enjoy, if not really enjoy / love / want to marry. But that's pretty much going to wrap it up for this episode. Again, as we always talk about at the end of the podcast, hit us up on the movieschmovie.net, which is our Tumblr page. Follow us, reblog, like,
Please.
whatever it is, comment. Our Facebook.com/movieschmovie,
Twitter.com/movieschmovie,
movieschmovie@gmail.com.
We're going to be on Google Plus, so we're going to
Google Plus, yeah. So get on that if you haven't yet. If you need an invite, email us. Maybe we can hook you up. I don't know. Maybe. don't count your chickens for the hatch, but I'm not making any promises. But again, like we always say, this is just 2 of us doing this in Ronald's basement. So if you want us to be able to do it, if you like anything that you're hearing or can relate to where we're coming from with our love for movies and just kind of being the average person, please listen to the podcast. Please do what you're doing right now. And continue to listen to them as we post them. Tell your friends about it. Rate it on iTunes. Rate it on Mixcloud. And as we get into maybe some more avenues, continue to follow us there and help promote them. There's got to be some way that you can help us get the word out about this podcast if you are listening to this, or go to any of our sites and listen to any of the news that we post. Because for it to continue, that kind of stuff has to happen.
We need the love.
We need the love. And I know there's been things in my life that I followed when it was first starting and did my part in helping to get the word out about it. And some of those things are just wildly successful now. And it gives me a sense of ownership over that. Like I had some hand in making it successful.
Absolutely.
No idea where this will go, but wherever it goes, like if you can help us get there, you could have some ownership of that too, and know that you helped us realize something that we're trying to make happen right here.
Cool.
So
I'm touched by that.
Yeah.
Man.
Did that sound good?
It did. It sounded.
Did you cry a little bit?
I did. I teared up.
I saw your little glaze coming over your eye. I meant it though. I meant it all from the bottom of my heart. So that's going to wrap it up for this episode. As always, you guys have made our day.
Thank you.
And we'll see you soon.